Oh, good God! Come on, man. Where? Oh, he's moving. He's moving. He's moving.
You-
Holy shit! Holy shit! He's moving. He's moving. Froze up again. He froze up again. I have nothing but contempt for this goddamn piece of shit. I mean, laptop, not Bruce. Pronouns, pal. Come on. Oh man. Yeah. Well, welcome to the delay, everybody. See, I have no idea what's going on. Let me check the YouTube chat. Let's just see what's going on.
Come on. Are you back now? Come on back now, you hear?
So
You seem delayed.
obviously he's still frozen and whatnot. Let me hang up with him and just call him back. God damn. God damn! Everything's frozen on here. I can't with this anymore. I can't do it. Can't do it. Good God. Can't do it. Doop, doop, doop. Alright, I think he's calling back. Hang on. Incoming call. Yeah, here we go. My fucking brain hurts right now.
What the fuck happened?
Dude, like you froze up so damn much.
Are we back?
Great, now he's got puppets. Jesus Christ.
Now, where were we?
So I think we were talking about Godzilla vs Kong and whatnot. And now you
Yeah.
got fuck. You know
Yeah,
what?
you're saying the Kong won in the other film too.
He did.
And we were talking about Jet Jaguar, and
Yes.
you were comically displeased at the fact that I did not know who Jet Jaguar was.
Yeah, man. I kind of questioned our friendship a little bit because I was like, well, shit, we have similar tastes in like a good amount of things.
Yeah. But not Godzilla for me so much, and also not Transformers. I know you're a Transformers guy. I never really got into Transformers all that much either.
I mean, the original, like they call it the G1 Transformers, yes.
Yeah.
But like Beast Wars and the Michael Bay movies, fuck no.
Yeah.
Fuck no, dude.
Your
And I tell you something, man. Back in my day, those toys were toys. Were made of
camera just keeps sliding.
made of actual goddamn metal.
Not like my camera.
Like, you can run over that thing, you know what'll happen? Nothing. It's fucking durable.
Oh shit. Oh man.
I miss those toys.
Me too, man. Me too.
Wait, did you have Transformers when you were a kid or no?
I think someone in my family had them. I didn't personally, no, but
Alright.
they were around.
All right. Trying to think, we had a bunch of them. We had like Soundwave. We had Optimus Prime. We had Hot Rod. We had a couple more. I can't really remember, but anyways,
I was more into like G.I. Joe and Ghostbusters, although I never had the Ghostbusters like Firehouse or whatever.
I had that. That was awesome.
That's cool shit, man.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Put the slime through the floor and all that.
Yep, slime through the floor. You had the pole, like you put the action figures on it, just spins around.
Yep. That was cool shit, man.
That was, man.
They don't make toys like they used to, man.
No, I mean,
now everything like does everything for you, or it's like electronic, or.
which I mean, I get it. Like, shit has to evolve, but goddamn, pal, you can still make
Godzilla and Kong. They have to grow in height. Toys have to get electronic. It's just a natural progression.
Again, I question that. Like, this is the first time you are seeing Kong, and you're just like, He's a
He's a
baby.
baby.
Yeah, he's a baby.
Oh, look at him.
He's not fully grown yet. It's like,
Oh, look at him. He's a little baby.
yeah, it's like, well, how the fuck do you know?
It is pretty absurd
It,
how they're instant experts on this shit.
yeah. I mean, granted, like, the whole, like, idea of, like, oh, we're just gonna have these two giant monsters fight. It's kind of absurd, absurd anyways, but...
Well, yeah.
I mean, trying to look for logic and realism in a fucking movie, it's just like you're driving yourself nuts.
Pretty much. That's
Gonna,
one of the problems. Like whenever I try to write a script, is I find I'm always trying to inject too much reality into it. It's like, dude, you don't have to explain everything. It's a movie. Like you don't have to explain every little thing away.
yeah, and it's kind of like when you like you saw the first like Sonic the Hedgehog trailer, like when they revealed Sonic the first time, right?
The ugly Sonic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and then it was like, well, we're trying to go for realism. It's like, okay, tell me what realism should be in a movie about an anthropomorphic hedgehog that runs really fast.
Seriously.
Like, there are things like, if I'm making a movie about 4 giant turtles in the sewers of New York that know ninjutsu from a fucking rat, I'm not exactly going to go for realism other than the fact that, hey, I want the scenery to look like New York. I want the sewers to look like the sewers. That's the realism I'm going for.
Yeah. But like they don't have to look like actual like half human, half turtle.
Yeah, it's...
I don't know, man.
I don't know, so it always pisses me off, like, sometimes when, like... kind of contradicting myself. It always pisses me off sometimes.
Sometimes.
Like,
Always sometimes, maybe, but I don't know.
It pisses me off sometimes when the fact that they're just like, well, we gotta go for realism. We gotta go for realism. It's like, you're making a fucking Care Bears movie. Like,
There's unicorns in the goddamn thing. Come on now.
we gotta add realism. Like, you're making the fucking Purge.
Yeah.
Like, the only like film where you should be like, dude, we need to be as real as fucking possible here is a fucking documentary.
Or a period piece, maybe.
In a sense, yeah, sure, I can see that. Sure, absolutely.
Yeah, like say you're doing like a Les Mis, you want to have it be real
like,
because if you see like a car driving through, you're gonna be like,
yeah.
You're doing like a Renaissance movie, and all of a sudden the helicopter's up in the air or some shit. You're gonna be like, what the fuck?
You got like Lord of the Rings, and yeah, I get it. I get it.
Kind of ruins the illusion,
Yeah. Apparently, you can see a car driving by if you look in the background of one of the Lord of the Rings movies. I think it's Fellowship, but
I've heard of shit like that
yeah,
where they accidentally put stuff in, like various vehicles and things.
Like I always think back to what was that movie we saw? We went we had some free time in college, and we actually went to go see what was it, Mr. 3000? You remember that shit?
Oh yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
And like,
Bernie Mac, man.
Yeah, man. We're watching that movie, and like, yeah, it's a bad movie. We know it's a bad movie. We know.
It is.
But we're watching that movie, and like in one scene, it's Bernie Mac and there's another guy, and they're just sitting and talking in the seats in the stands at the baseball stadium, and you see a fucking boom mic like swing into it, like into the shot, and like my first shot, like initial was like, all right, they're like, it's supposed to be like him like doing a TV interview or something like that.
Yeah.
But they kind of pan out. There's no like, pretend camera crew or anything like that, and you're just like, they fucked up.
Yeah.
Like something that like that obvious, like that I'm fucking catching. Like I'm an idiot when it comes to this shit. Like I'll always say it. Like I'm stupid. I'm absolutely stupid, but I'm at least adorable about it.
At least you can see a goddamn boom mic too.
Yeah.
Apparently.
But like you're swinging a fucking boom mic in there. It's like, well, could you not go and do one more take and tell the boom mic guy like, hold it up a little bit more?
Seriously.
Like,
you gotta love seeing like shit like that in movies.
And don't get me wrong, it's funny to catch it every now and then because like, even like I love the podcast Hollywood Babylon, like when they do like the regular shows and whatnot, and they're just like, this is mistakes that like these things are seen by hundreds of eyeballs, spent millions upon millions of dollars to make and whatnot. They go through this with a fine-tooth comb, and then every now and then something slips right through the cracks.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I mean, you can't be perfect about it. Something is gonna slide through at some point. So
something's gonna slide through at some point, and it's like something like that.
Well, yeah, that's pretty obvious.
Come on.
Yeah.
Like,
I
come
mean,
on,
some
man.
shit is more excusable than others, right? I
Like it,
mean,
like, dude, if I was editing that movie and I saw that, like, I would call the director and just be like, can you call them back for like an hour reshoot just so you can fucking do this so the boom mic's not in there? Or, can we pay somebody some fucking money to airbrush that out?
yeah, seriously. Fucking crazy, man.
And you can't tell me like, well, I mean, they didn't have the technology. Like, dude, Lord of the Rings was out at that time.
Yeah, yeah, it
Like,
definitely would have
you
been
telling me you can't
possible.
do that with a fucking like a green screen or just like special effects, like just airbrush it out, just swinging, like,
It happens with music too, though. Like if you listen hard enough to records and shit like that, you'll hear all kinds of mistakes and stuff.
yeah. Like I know, Kiss has actually gone on record and said like, you can still hear some mistakes on like the first Alive record. Even
Yeah,
though we
well,
went,
I mean, even like studio records, like there's like whole websites dedicated to like, for example, mistakes on Beatles records. Where like there's one really the one probably the one that I like the most is I don't remember which song it is. I want to say it's like Hey Jude or something, but John Lennon I think it allegedly is yells out "fuck wrong chord," and they left it like you can still hear it if you listen closely. You can hear "fuck wrong chord." Love
um,
that shit, man.
I'm trying to think. I know there. I can't remember what the hell record it was or like what song it was, but apparently like there's somebody getting killed in the background. It's like
Jesus.
a producer like dragged somebody the fuck like out of like a production booth or something like that and like killed them. Um, my favorite one though has got to be apparently the big rumor is for the song "Girls, Girls, Girls" by Motley Crue.
Hmm.
Supposedly Vince Neil has started this one. I don't know if it's true or not. But the reason Mick Mars' solo at the end is cut short is because he fell off the chair while he was recording. And
That's awesome.
you're like, I mean, I can see that. I mean, it's not.
Oh,
Yeah, it's like,
I'm gonna
like,
have to go listen to that song
like it's not
now.
out of the realm. It's like that's not impossible. I can see that happening.
I really have to go listen to that now. Girls, 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 it was?
Yeah,
All right, I'll check
yeah,
that
just that
out.
end solo, like. Apparently, he falls off the chair, and that's why the solo ended.
That's awesome. There's actually a bit in an Evanescence song that Liz and I kind of have the like a little back and forth about because there's a particular note where I'm like that sounds like she fucked up. I think she played some like the wrong note there because it just sounds so like this and it's like did like it's like this weird little like descending part in between chords and like this one note really sticks out and I'm like I think she fucked up and Liz is like I don't think so but then they did like a live version of it and I'm pretty sure she didn't play that note. So I don't know. It's kind of, but I love hearing shit like that. Like these little things where you're like, ooh, what's that? Is that a little fuck up? Like, because it's in pretty much any album you listen to, there's gonna be something. Like Kurt Cobain would famously leave like coughs in. Like if you listen to what is the first song on In Utero? Serve the Servants.
Yeah,
During his solo, you can hear him just flat out like.
yeah.
So it's like you hear all kinds of shit.
Well, there was also that one that song that they did on God, what was that? The Beavis and Butthead Experience. I think it was a song that's called "I Hate Myself and I Want to Die." You can just hear him like, and
Yeah, yeah.
it's
Yeah,
like
he didn't really give a fuck about like shit like that
a
for
lot of
sure.
things.
Yeah, pretty much anything. He didn't give a fuck about anything. He's a
Made a song
nihilist. Oh,
about it.
sounds
Don't give
exhausting.
a fuck about history. Say fuck all your biology. I'll stop
He's
that now.
an he's a nihilist, Andy. Oh, sounds
Yeah,
exhausting.
it sounds exhausting.
Oh man.
Yeah. Dude, I was actually thinking about you the other day too. You remember we were talking about like autographs and whatnot, and which one's gonna mean like the most to us and whatnot?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So my mom actually reminded me of like she's giving me one of my dad's autographs. Um, but it's a receipt. My dad used to work at like his parents owned a deli out in California, and like when he was a kid, he used to work as like a waiter, and one of his frequent customers was George Carlin.
Oh
So
nice.